Hello again, everyone. I'm just here to relay a pretty nice message I received from a book I've been reading. That book is called The 4-Hour Workweek. I would recommend it to anyone who looks to basically just not have a job, or in other words, have a vocation or occupation that doesn't take all that much time from you. It's got plenty of ways to rack your brain for that sort of thing. So check it out. I'm not one for putting links in descriptions, so I won't. But the information I want to relay to you today is a simple little firewall you can put between your thoughts and your actions. Now, I for one know just how addictive social media can be. I know how important it could seem to keep yourself on social media just to get the news. And if you have been through any sort of education, you'll understand that you need multiple sources to really confirm any sort of piece of information and, plug it into your belief systems. Now, this can run counterintuitive to our goals. We're really ambitious people. We want to rise above all of the issues that are plaguing the common mind today. We don't want to be the type of person who has a job and has no time to be with their family and no money to afford a house. We don't want to do that. What we want to optimize our minds. We want to look at the information going through our heads and think, is this useful to me? Is this going to change anything about my life and what I want to be? Basically, what you want to do is vet every single thought that you have and every single little inquiry about whatever war, whatever political problem, whatever social problem, and ask yourself two questions. One, do you have the ability to do anything about this? Anything. And if the answer is yes, you move on to the second question. Will I do anything about this? Am I willing to make the moves necessary to change this? Let's say you're really worried about what your governor thinks about X subject. I'm speaking as a layman. These are my actual beliefs. I'm not going to give you them, except maybe until, I don't know, the future. They're better thought out. Anyways, let's say, I don't think guns are good. I think we should have more gun control, or flat out illegalizations for a lot of types of firearms. And you have a governor that goes, well, I don't care. You can have an automatic shotgun for all I care, right? Going online and reading all the things this person says about the policy they want for guns and getting mad about it, is that going to change anything? Is that going to affect any part of what this is? So you ask yourself that first question. Okay, can I do something about it? And the answer might be yes. You could lead protests. You could go into some sort of organization or make some sort of organization that changes it. And then that leads into the second question. Will you do something about it? See, a lot of these things that people go up in arms about online, they can do something about it. They don't think they can because they think they're little weaklings and people who just are ineffectual against the tides of the world. And when you're racked with that horrible self-limiting belief, then it becomes true. It's just a self-fulfilling prophecy. That's what you are. You're an ineffectual peasant. But in reality, if you do the right things, you can make change. So the first question, it's almost like a trick question. Unless you're thinking about philosophical stuff like what's the meaning of life? What's the how will I know what happens when I die? Who is there a God? All these questions. Unless it's stuff like that, most of the things in the physical world you can alter. You can control that. Despite what people might think, despite the naysayers, the people who go, "Oh, but you're oppressed. Oh, but you can't do it." You can't. You simply can't. There's no way for you to do it. So the first question is almost sort of a trick question. It really comes down to the second question. Will you do something about what you are complaining about what you're thinking about what's on your mind rent free? Will you do something about it? You got to ask yourself that question genuinely. Is it worth it to me? Is it worth it enough to die for? Is it worth it enough to put massive amounts of effort in? I know some of you look at your average everyday job and think, "Oh my God, that's too much effort." So you really got to ask yourself. It really comes down to caring. You don't care much about the corporation you work for, most likely. You don't care much about your employer unless they're a good employer and you're in some sort of family situation with them, or you grew up with them, you know the owners, you respect them. For the most part, if you're working for a big corporation, you're not going to really care too much about them. So the willingness to go above and beyond for them rests solely on your survival, right? Your ability to feed yourself and your family and pay all your bills. So it comes down to what you care about. It comes down to, do you care about something outside of yourself? If someone wasn't paying you for this, would you still do it? And for the most part, people online who complain about all these social issues, about all these political issues, about all these things, 98% of them won't do what's necessary. Unless someone strong is guiding them. Unless they have someone who can think for them and who have a palatable sort of narrative they can wrap around whatever movement they want to lead people into. People don't like to think. And it's really up to you. Do you want to put your mental bandwidth into this? Do you want to put your physical labor into this? Do you want to attach all of your emotional investment in this? And you just ponder that and you go, okay, is the answer yes? Is the answer no? If the answer is no, get it out of your head. There's no use complaining about it. There's no use catastrophizing over it. If you're not going to do anything about it, but you're just worrying about it, you're just going to worry yourself into the grave until something happens, until ICE comes knocking at your door, until gun violence enters your cities. Whatever the problem is, you're going to do nothing but fear, and stay paralyzed until you're dead. That doesn't sound like a good life to live. It really doesn't. So I think I've established well enough just how important this principle is. Can you do something about it? Yes. Will you do something about it? Yes. Okay, then think about it. You have my blessing. Be the rebel leader you wish to be. Be the good police officer you wish to be to fight against the crazy system or whatever it is you're actually worrying about. Have some teeth when you're pointing out all of the troubles of the world, because we have too many sayers and too little doers. Capiche? All right. Bye-bye.